Wow. I want to be sure that I'm live. I want to be sure that I'm live. Good morning, everyone. I am live. If you are seeing and hearing me, just let me know in the comment section that you are seeing me live and direct. Please let me know that you are actually hearing me. I'm using a new platform, so I need to know that you are hearing me. I need to know someone is hearing me. Let me just wait for some people to come on board. Is anybody live with me? This is Morning Matters. Sorry for coming late. Due to some technical issues here, but at least I was able to get another device. It happens, and I want to just follow me today. We're going to continue on the invitational culture. Invitational culture. All right. We've said, okay, thank you, Mama. Mama, thank you for telling me audio is good. Actually using a new system. My logo is not up. My laptop is having some issues, but at least I'm happy that you're telling me that audio is good. Thank you, Mama. I'm going to talk, I've been talking for the past month on invitational culture. And today we're going to do a little bit of practical. I'm a bit tied up here, but I will try my best to see how I can pass across this. Okay, I did a survey to some pastors, about 600 of them, and about 70 something of those pastors say they don't have a website. And what it means that for every 10 church, 7 don't have a website. Now, those who won't have websites don't freshen up their website. Their website is not engaging. Their website is not interacting. Their website is not generating traffic. And so as a church, we need to understand that your website is very important when you actually want to get this invitational pool to your church. Okay, and I also said in the last morning that a church cannot grow without some form of inviting strategy, and they can also grow without you having converts and guests. Guests is very, very key for a growing, healthy church. As your church is growing, you must not be seen to be inwardly focused. It must be seen to be outwardly focused with the essentials of getting guests in and getting converts into the kingdom of God. Now, what invitation does in your community is that it creates awareness. It creates awareness. It makes you to get the kind of people you want. Okay, you can remember the text we read in Luke chapter 24. Okay, where Jesus told a servant to go and get people to come for the supper. Everything was ready. The first set gave excuse. The second set gave excuse until he now told them to go compel. Okay, we need to find a way that our strategy is compelling. It's compelling to get the downtrodden, the maimed, the deaf, the dumb, the poor, because those are the people that the gospel is actually very important too. We should know that our God is an inviting God, and we as a church should also be inviting like Jesus. You can imagine he'd never stopped the children. He never stopped sinners. He kept dining with sinners. Even when the Pharisees and the Sadducees were talking down on him, he was still inviting the people that needed the gospel. And as a church, we need to understand that the gospel needs to go to those who are poor. Now, I actually wanted to go practical today, but in my show notes on the footnote of this podcast, you will see 2 free online tools that you can use to drive traffic to your church. I wanted to do something practical, but my laptop is having issues. And so that will assist your church to grow. The first one is moneychat.com. Moneychat.com is an automated, bold kind of Facebook Messenger tool that helps you to track those who come to your website, to come to your social media platforms. Okay, now 1.3 billion people use Facebook Messenger every day. You can imagine 1.3 billion people use Facebook Messenger to chat. So ManyChat connects those tools with your page. And of course, there's a video that I did on Page Manager, on Studio Creator, and Facebook ads, and one other one, okay, to be able to manage the kind of online persona you have. Money helps you to connect those tools, connect those bots, automate, because you can imagine if you have 400 people trying to chat with you on your page. You need some form of automation. You need some form of personalization. You need some form of conversation to get it real time, to get it interactive, to get your prospective guests to understand who you are from your social media and your website. Okay, so ManyChat.com, it can be used for businesses too, it can be used for churches. Now, the other one which I want to also introduce is the churchhero.com. Now, when somebody comes to your church, the person is looking for information. Of course, I got a checklist to help churches to see what information they can put on their website. Okay, people are coming to your website for information, and when they come to your website, they want to see that the information that is provided is correct, is accurate, is also engaging. You can't say on your website that your church starts by 8 a.m. and when they come to your physical in-person service, it's another time. So you must, and whatever activity that is going on in your church must always reflect on what is going on your website. So churchhero.com is a simple software to authenticate your church growth. Okay, when people visit your website, there's a link that you can capture as a plan your visit. That your plan visit makes you to capture their information, and if you want to go pick them up to church, you want to make sure that you remind them with an email alert or an SMS alert, or you give them some form of treatment because they are guests for the first time to your church. That plan your visit through churchhero.com can help your church growth tremendously. So plan your visits can also help you turn your website visitors into church visitors, because you can have tens of thousands coming to your website, but you must be able to convert those people, those traffic from your website to church visitors, from the street to the seat. Okay, send emails and automate also text follow-up reminders to these church visitors so that they can be able to be part of what is going on in your church. The other tools, Zapier, Planning Center tools that can use to be able to track how visitors can engage with your church. Okay, and I said quite a lot of things in the past. There's a lot of correlation between the invitational force and your church growth. There's a correlation between your front door quality and your back door, because if you keep on getting the wrong people through your front door, you keep on getting the right people out of the back door. All right, so there's a correlation between membership and church attendance. As large as your membership database can be, it's also a function of how large your church attendance can be. Now, if your membership is small, I can tell you your attendance will be small. So get people to sign up as members. Make sure that there's a video I did on the importance of membership class, so I can raise the bar, make people to get committed, get engaged, and get involved in what is going on in your church. Now, we need to understand also, I said that every church has seasons. Okay, just like we have rainy season, dry season, every church has seasons, and we need to understand the seasons of our church? When do we get the largest volume of visitors into our church? We can use Google Map to be able to map out how we are reaching out to guests around our community. There's a reason why God planted your church in that community, so that you can beam out the light of the gospel in your community. So you can create a Google map to know how people are interacting and to get yourself effective in your community. Most invitations are initiated online. In fact, I can tell you from my church that a lot of people who come to our church has actually watched us online. A lot of people who come to our church has actually engaged our services online. So most invitations that come to in person or on site actually are initiated online. And the quality of engagement and invitations you prefer to people online would determine how they're going to be engrafted into your church. Okay, so we need to empower our church members to invite, to tag and compel people to be part of our church services. Okay, you can also get this on the show notes, because there are quite a lot of things I want to say, but I can't say them because of limited time. But I will just wrap up with few comments and I will wrap it up here. Now, all level of invitation in a church should get people involved in small groups. Invitation is a process, a continual process. Somebody gets an invitation to come to your church. From coming to your church, it becomes part of the workforce. From coming back from workforce, it's a chain of process that gets someone integrated into the church system. All right. I know I've said quite a lot, but next Monday we're going to wrap it up nicely on this invitational culture. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that want to be part of your church, but they need someone to just invite them and give them an invitational hand to be part of your church. All right, I want to wrap it up here. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me and let me know what I can take you practical on how to configure your Facebook page. I want to believe that all of us, all our church leaders, are not streaming church service from their personal page. Get a Facebook page, because from Facebook page you can actually understand the persona, the online persona that is engaging you. All right, so please get a Facebook page, get some of these tools. If you have any questions, reach out to me and I will be glad to get an answer to you in no time. Chat with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, on YouTube. You'll be able to get quite a lot of information on that. Invitation is very, very key to the health status of our church and the growth status of our church. Okay, thank you so much for coming, allowing me to come into your space. I'm so glad that you listened to me. Please feel free to share this video. Feel free to like this video. Feel free to comment, ask me questions, and I'll be glad to get answers to you. All right, so next Monday, we're going to wrap this up. And then next month, we're going to go something very, very juicy in terms of the Karma 2020 and church governance. And that will be so lovely for us to be able to get a consultant perspective on what is happening in terms of the Company Allied Matters Act. Thank you so much for allowing me to come to your space. Come next Monday. My name is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the CEO and founder of Magnicraft Consulting Limited. I'm a certified church consultant. I'm a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting. So please feel free to hook up with me and let's see how. Thank you, Mama, for your comment. I can see your comment. Thank you. And please, I love to help churches. I know the pandemic is so strong. This time, this is the time that businesses fold up. This is also the time that churches fold up, because churches who are not healthy at a pandemic like this can fold up. And of course, from statistics, a lot of churches are going to fold up in tens and of thousands before the year goes by. But please don't allow that to happen to your church. Let's see how your church can be healthier. Let's see how your church can become stronger despite the pandemic we're going through. Okay, let's get our church to be healthier. Let's get our assimilation very efficient and effective, because the world is also willing to engage us and see how we can get them to enjoy the hope of what God has entrusted us with. Thank you so much. I want to sign out from here. God bless you. Thank you for listening to me, and I will see you next Monday. Bye-bye.